Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am continuing my marathon on Love After Lockup. This video is a review of Scott and Lindsay. Okay, if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family, and to all of my nieces and nephews and my members who have been here with me for the long haul. Thank you all so much for your continued support. This is number 3 in the marathon of Love After Lockup, where we're going to recap these mofo couples, right? Because I've been so behind on my reviews that I owe this to my audience. Okay, so Scott and Lindsay is like, what can I say? They're another hot ass mess, right? But I feel sorry for this hot ass mess. I mean, this man had the best intentions. He can't make the mark. Okay, he just absolutely can't make the mark. So let's talk about him. So from the last review that we did, I catch up. Okay. I am catching up from the last review that I've done. Okay, so I think that I've missed 2. So I'm going to go back like 2 episodes, all right, with each of these couples, right? I'm not going back through the whole season because there is a video that is up, all right? So Scott has, attempted to go and get Lizzie from the airport, and he has rented a limousine that he barely bitch could pay for. He maxed his damn credit card out, homeboy swiped that mofo, and it was like insufficient funds up on this. So of course, he had to pull up his mother's credit card and, pay for the limousine. He had already had all these steaks and all this stuff for Lindsay, and he was on his way to the airport. He stood there and waited for 350,000 people to get off 17,000 planes, right? And no Lindsay shows up. And so, of course, the mother and the daughter have been, disappointed because they thought that Lindsay was coming home. Nobody has heard from them. So they go on a wild goose chase, right, to try to find out where she is, what happened, and they want to be, Scott wants to be, angry with a border patrol. He wants to be angry with the Bureau of Prisons. He wants to be angry with the FBI, the CIA. He just wants to be angry with everybody. But at the end of the day, Lindsay did the damn crime, and Lindsay got to do the time. And they'll let Lindsay ass know when she can get out. So, of course, it's sad to see that the daughter is upset about it, but I'm just trying to say, I'm saying, the mother was like, she does just enough, to keep her ass in trouble, constantly, right? So because this is not her first time at the rodeo, and she is all this and all that, even though she's in jail. So Lindsay, decides that she wants to tell us a little bit more about who she is as a person. She indicates that she's only dated older guys, right? She dated these older guys because these was the guys that was giving her the money and stuff like that. But she failed to mention that to Scott, okay? And she thinks that Scott got money, but later on we find out. Now, when we first got introduced to Scott ass, right, he had an interior decorator come in. One of them little sister girls from around the corner that basically sell Avon. And that type of stuff. Like, so he had her up in there, right? And he was trying to front her off as, an interior decorator, but it was obvious that she didn't know. It ain't nothing wrong with selling Avon, y'all, so don't get on me about that, because I'm just saying, all right? Just trying to make you see something, all right? And so anyway, so she, comes in there and she's doing what she do with the whoop whoop and the boop boop boop. And he has all these pictures from Lindsay saying how she wanted the house decorated, her expectation for each room, and all of this stuff. And so, of course, Lindsay doesn't show up. The limo driver sits outside with them, and he eats the steak, and, all is not well. Come to find out later on, he gets a phone call from Lindsay, and he finds out that Lindsay, wait a minute, y'all. So he gets a call from her, and he finds out that Lindsay is basically had gotten smart with one of the correctional officers, and because of that, she had to stay later. But she gets out eventually, right? So she gets out. She's all happy and everything. She's going to be with Scott. She was supposed to be going to a halfway house, which is what we call it here. She was supposed to be going to a halfway house, but they allow her to be out on house arrest under Scott's roof. So that is, her place where she's supposed to be living at and all of that kind of stuff. And so Lindsay is living there with Scott. And so Scott is, excited. He's going to pick her back up. When Lindsay is traveling and everything, she says that she asked Scott for his credit card because she needed to be able to play her music on the plane. And she says, of course, he gave it to me. But again, she's talking like, this bougie world. She doesn't even remember that she's just getting out of jail. She's one of those people that think that she is entitled to things. And it's so unfortunate for Scott because Scott ain't got nothing for all. He faking in the this bitch faking in that $3.50 bill. Do you understand what this mofo faking in? I don't know what. And I'm gonna tell you why this mofo is fake. So Lindsay calls her mama because she thinks that everything is right with the world and she's out and everything, time has to stand still, and there's an expectation that her mother releases her daughter to her immediately. Now, she is coming home in the middle of COVID. All right? She don't have a mask on, bitch. She's straight out of Compton, walking through the airport, going on different planes and everything. She don't have no type of protection on, and a lot of people probably didn't at the time. Look, he'll be young. A lot of people probably didn't at the time. And so, the mother was like, look, she's getting ready to go back to school. We got this COVID thing. You need to quarantine yourself, right? You don't need to be around people. So you could see the veins and everything up in her throat. And you could see that she was really trying to keep her composure when she was talking to the mother. No respect for what the mother has done. I'm sure that the two of them don't have the best relationship. But that mama has stepped up and stepped into her place. So, bitches, she tell you that you can see the daughter 2 months from now. You need to be grateful that you get to see the daughter 2 months from now. You could see her neck and everything was extended. She was angry. She kept her composure on the phone, right, with her mother. And I was like, I'm telling you right now, check yourself before you wreck yourself with the mother. Because I'm sure that the mother has custody of your daughter. And you going to come out and feel like you a pampered princess, bitch. And Lindsay, you can do whatever you want to. No, it don't work like that. Let me know let me know in the comments whether or not you all saw how she was trying to keep her composure and not go off. This bitch got serious anger problems, all right? And, she was, a druggie, okay? So it is what it is with Lindsay. Lindsay needs her ass, okay? So anyway, she, Scott picks her up, okay? Now, the first time he had all the bells and whistles. Limo, staked in, all of that. Scott money lower than them, okay? He picks her up in a pickup truck, basically. Some little work utility truck. And Lindsay ain't feeling it. She was like, he may not have been able to pick me up in a limo because this is last minute. But bitch, you damn sure can't pick me up in a daggone utility truck. Scott feels like she's been incarcerated so long, she should be grateful whatever he drives up in. If he was on a tricycle, bitch, and she had to ride home in the front basket, Scott felt like she needed to be gracious. You let me know. Here's my thing. If I'm coming out of jail, I don't give a damn what you riding in. I've ridden in worse, okay? And been ridden worse. So, for me, I just feel like she just feels very entitled to everything, and she's in it. And so all this anger is brewing. Number one, she was with her, she was held up from being released when she wanted to be. Number two, her mother has denied her access to her daughter. Number three, he didn't pull out the red carpet for her ass to get there because it was last minute when they released her. And so she's already angry. So, bitch, they get to the house. They get to the house. Now, mind you, this mofo has moved, I believe it's from New York to Mississippi, so that he could be with her and she could parole, parole, probation, whatever it is that she got to go through with him, right? So she's there and she is basically feeling like, okay, my house about to be hooked up because I sent this mofo specifics and he better make sure that he got those specifics handled. She went up in that mofo and I fainted, bitch. I fainted at the front door. I fainted. I fainted. I fainted. She went up in that mofo house and it was raggedy as the room that she wanted for her daughter was the garage that was supposed to be converted over. And he hadn't done exposed wires. The sheetrock was busted up in the house. He said that she had given him a picture of some a closet. He said the closet looked like the picture. Bitch, no, it didn't. No, it did not. He said it just got a little bit of work. She was like, a little. The house was filthy and dirty. It was dark up in that mofo. It didn't have no recessed lighting. It didn't have a ceiling fan, bitch. It didn't, like, that house was raggedy to the mofo. Scott. Now, mind you, he gonna tell her, that she was ungrateful about the house situation, right? And he said, you was in a small little box. He said, I put a roof over your head. She said, bitch, I had a roof over my head when I was in jail. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, she was ungrateful. She had a pocket and everything. But the whole thing in a nutshell, she was ungrateful than a mofo, and he was wronger than a mofo because he should have made sure that that house, okay, that the house was halfway together. He said, I don't clean up in this mofo but once a week. She said, it's hair, dog hair all in the daggone bathtub. He said, what hair? She said, is it yours? No, this bitch is bald-headed. So we know it's not. Scott was dead ass wrong. I don't care what y'all say. And well, we gonna say it together. Scott was dead ass wrong. Nobody wants to come in there and their house is filthy like that. And then when she got upset and everything and she got to yelling and screaming, he went over there to touch her, right? Because he wanted to, console her. She said, get the, like she was ready to swing on this mofo. Lindsay is up in his house and she about to run it. I don't see this couple staying together at all because she feels like she made a mistake. And she did make a mistake because if she thought that she was going to be with a rich man, she was wrong. She was wrong as two left shoes. But this mofo is a fake. He's a phony, in my opinion. He don't really have nothing. His credit card bounced with the daggone limo driver. This couple ain't gonna make it, y'all. They not gonna make it. And Lindsay is going to continue to go off. But I tell you what she would not do. She would not be in my home going off. I don't give a damn how displeased you are. I don't care how nasty I am. Get your ass in here and get to cleaning up in this maid. Get to doing what you got to do as a woman. But he really did not do anything that he had promised that he was going to do. And I really do feel sorry for this particular couple. Because they ain't going to make it, bitch. Anyway, y'all, I love you all to pieces. Thank you so much for being here. This is the end of my review of Lindsay and Scott. Tomorrow I will continue my marathon of these couples. I'm hoping that you all enjoy what I have provided tonight. I will be going over to my other channel. If you are not a subscriber, please subscribe. That channel is Auntie's Advice Channel for Women. And tonight, for about maybe 30 minutes or so, we're going to be talking about Tamar Braxton. So if you're interested in that, join me over there in maybe about 5 minutes. Love you all to pieces and have a great night. Bye-bye, y'all.